I seek refuge in God from outcast Satan, in the name of God, who is gracious, merciful. Quran topics by Tanvir Kazmi. Chapter number 1, God, Arabic word Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, English audio number 16. Luqman, Surah 31, verse 20. Do you not see that Allah has committed in your service everything in the skies and the earth, and has showered you with His blessings, obvious and hidden? Yet some people argue about God without knowledge, without guidance, and without the enlightenment book. When they are told follow these revelation of God, they say, no, we follow only what we found our parents doing. What if the devil is leading them to the agony of the hell? Those who submit completely to Allah while leading a righteous life have gotten hold of the strongest bond, for God is in full control of all things. As for those who disbelieve, do not be saddened by their disbelief. To us is their ultimate return. Then we will inform them of everything they had done. God is fully aware of the innermost thought. We let them enjoy temporarily, then commit them to severe punishment. If you ask them who created the skies and the earth, they will say God. Say, praise be to Allah. Yet most of them do not know. To God belongs everything in the skies and the earth. Allah is the most rich, most praiseworthy. If all the trees on earth were made into pens, and the ocean supplied the ink, augmented by seven more oceans, the words of Allah would not run out. God is Almighty, most wise. The creation and resurrection of all of you is the same as that of one person. God is here, seer. Do you not realize that God merges the night into the day and merges the day into the night, and that He has committed the sun and the moon in your service, each running in its orbit for a specific lifespan, and that Allah is fully aware of everything you do? This is proves that God is the truth, while any idol they set up beside Him is falsehood, that God is the Most High, Most Great. Do you not see that the ships roam the sea, carrying Allah's provisions to show you some of His proofs? Indeed, these should be sufficient proofs for everyone who is steadfast, appreciative. When violent waves surround them, they remember God, sincerely devoting their praise to Him alone. But as soon as He saves them to the shore, some of them revert. None discard our revelation except those who are betrayers, unappreciative. O people, you shall reverence your Lord and fear a day when a father cannot help his own child, nor can a child help his father. Certainly, Allah has promised His truth. Therefore, do not be distracted by this life. Do not be distracted from God by merry illusions. With God is knowledge about the hour, the end of world. He is the one who sends down the rain, and He knows the content of the womb. No self knows what will happen to it tomorrow, and no one knows in which land he or she will die. God is all knowing, the wise. Al Sajdah, Surah 32, verse 4. Allah is the one who created the heavens and the earth and everything between them in 6 days, then assumed all authority. You have none beside Him as a Lord, nor do you have any intercessor. Would you not take heed? All matters are controlled by Him, from the sky to the earth. To Him the day is equivalent to 1,000 of your years, knower of all secrets and declarations, the Almighty, the Most Merciful. He is the one who perfected everything He created and started the creation of the human from clay. Then He continued His reproduction through a certain loyally liquid. He shaped them and blew them into from His Spirit, and He gave you the hearing, the eyesight, and the brains. Rarely you are thankful. They wonder, after we vanish into the earth, do we get created anew? Thus, as regards meeting the Lord, they are disbelievers. Say, you will be put to death by the angel in whose charge you are placed. Then to your Lord you will be returned. Al Sajdah, Surah 32, verse 26. Does it ever occur to them how many generations we have destroyed before them? They now live and walk in their ancestors' homes. This should provide sufficient proofs. Do they not hear? Do they not realize that we drive the water to barren lands and produce with it crops to feed their livestock as well as themselves? Do they not see? Sabah, Surah 34, verse 1. Praise be to Allah to whom belongs everything in the skies and earth. All praise is also due to Him in the hereafter. He is the most wise, the knower. He knows everything that goes into the earth and everything that comes out of it, and everything that comes down from the sky, and everything that climbs into it. He is the most merciful, the forgiving. Sabah, Surah 34, verse 20. Satan found them readily fulfilling his expectations. They followed him, except a few believers. He never had any power over them, but we thus distinguish those who believe in the hereafter from those who are doubtful about it. Your Lord is the full control of all things. Say, implore the idols you have set up beside Allah. They do not possess as much as a single atom in the heaven and or the earth. They possess no partnership therein, nor does He permit them to be His assistants. Intercession with Him will be the vain unless it coincides with His will. When their minds are finally settled down and they ask, what did your Lord say? They will say, the truth. He is the Most High, the Most Great. Say, who provides for you from the skies and the earth? Say, Allah. And either we or you are guided or have gone for astray. Say, you are not responsible for our crimes, nor are we responsible for you what you do. Say, our Lord will gather us all together before Him. Then He will judge between us equitably. He is the judge, all knowing. Say, show me the idols you have set up as partners with me, Him. Show me the idols you have set up as partners with Him. Say, no, He is one God, the Almighty, the Most Wise. Father, Surah 35, verse 1. Praise be to God, initiator of the skies and earth, and appointer of the angels to be messengers with wings, 2, 3, and 4 wings. He increases the creation as He wills. Allah has power over everything. When God showers the people with mercy, no force can stop it, and if He withholds it, no force other than He can send it. He is the Almighty, most wise. O people, remember God's blessing upon you. Is there any creature other than Allah who provides for you from the sky and the earth? There is no other God beside Him. How could you deviate? Father, Surah 35, verse 9. God is the one who sends the winds to stir up clouds, then we drive them towards barren lands, and revive such lands after they were dead. Thus is the resurrection. Anyone seeking dignity should know that to God belongs all dignity. To Him ascend the good words, and He exalts the righteous works. As for those scheme evil works, they incur severe punishment. The scheming of such people is destined to fail. Allah created you from dust, then from a tiny drop. Then He causes you to reproduce through your spouses. No female becomes pregnant nor gives birth without His knowledge. No one survives for a long life, and no one life is snapped short except in accordance with a pre existing record. This is easy for Allah. The two seas are not the same. One is fresh and delicious, while the other is salty and undrinkable. From each of them you eat tender meat and extract jewelry to wear. And you see the ships sailing through them, seeking His provisions, that you may be appreciative. He merges the night into the day and merges the day into the night. He has committed the sun and the moon to run for a predetermined period of time. Such is God your Lord. To Him belongs all kingship. Any idol you set up beside Him do not possess as much as seed's shell. If you call on them, they cannot hear you. Even if they hear you, they cannot respond to you. On the day of resurrection, they will disown you. None can inform you like the most knower. O people, you are the one who need God, while Allah has no need for anyone, the most praiseworthy. If He wills, He can get rid of you and substitute a new creation. This is not too difficult for God. Sadaqallah Azim.